Principles of management. The first impression that you get about the subject is that it is HR oriented and it's all about abstract topics. Topics like organizational design, organizational structure, teamwork, leadership, motivation. Well, these are subjects that you probably would have learned before. But then, if you have to think about one particular subject, one particular course that lays you that foundation for your MBA, then Principles of Management would be that one course. It's not just about learning these concepts by the book. The fun lies in application of these concepts in real life. And that is where the pedagogy at NITIE stood out. One of the prime examples of the unique nature in which the course was delivered is Socho Becho, Becho Siko, Siko Socho. This was coined at NITIE and by our very own Dr. Prasad. Learning concepts not by the book but by applying them in real life is what the course was all about. It was not just about learning these concepts, it was all about entrepreneurship, it was about innovation, it's about applying these concepts in your very own organization. How distinctive, how truly imaginative it is. And Dr. Prasad has to have all the credit for it. We started off the course with a song by Pink Floyd, a song called Another Brick in the Wall. Have you ever come across a course ever in your lifetime where in the first lecture you hear a rock song in college, in class? I certainly haven't. But that particular song, that particular session laid the foundation for the course for the rest of the trimester. And that is where Dr. Prasad has really stood out. Have you heard about the tower building exercise, the valley crossing exercise, the Chinese monks example, the human pyramid example? If you haven't, go read our blogs. They're out on the web. That is where blogging, which was an intricate part of the course, comes in. It's just not about capturing what we have learnt in class and writing what we have written in our books. It's about our own take, our own perspective on that topic, capturing that perspective and sharing it with others, bringing it out in the open. That is where the concept of blogging has really taken off. And it was one of those key things that made the course stand out. Personally for me, I was always keen into blogging, and it was of immense reward or immense satisfaction that the course itself drove that passion and reinvigorated that interest in me. But coming back to the course, I talked about the valley crossing example. What it teaches you. It's about organizational design. It's about teamwork. It's about leadership. It's about how you bring people together, how you coordinate tasks, how you divide tasks. You talk about the tower building example. It's about management by objectives. It's about smart goals. It's about hierarchy in your managers. It's about knowing your roles. You talk about the Chinese monks example. It's about productivity improvements. It's about how you mature as an organization and what kind of change in mindset you need to bring in for the organization to go to that next level. And we have a blog on the Khan Academy. Well, I don't intend to talk much about Khan Academy because it has been fascinating and truly wonderful organization in its own right. But how is that applicable in the principles of management context? It's about entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship for a social cause. It's not about earning money at all. It's about how these principles of management have been applied on a new venture. And that is what we are encouraged to do each day. Another popular saying, Aaj ki roti, aaj hi kamao. Learn to be independent. Learn to stand on your feet. We are, after all, managers. We have to provide direction not just to an organization, not just to a team, but perhaps to a country on a bigger level. And leading by example and taking initiative is an intricate part of it. And the POM course certainly highlighted that part and encouraged us to create our own organizations. It told us that entrepreneurs are the real creators, while managers are merely there for maintenance. They are merely there to take things forward. But it's the entrepreneur who is the key. All in all, if you take the course in general, it has been a truly unique and fascinating experience for me. And I'm sure I can say that for the rest of the class as well. Special credits to Dr. Mandi. First of all, for thinking out of the box, and secondly, for having the courage and determination to stand up for what he believes in against forces which might not really accept his way of things. But then he has realized the worth of this methodology, and we as students might not realize it today, but as we climb the organizational ladder, truly someday we would go back to the POM course, we would go back to all these unique exercises, and we would be taken aback. Really, we would realize all that importance, and we would thank Dr. Mandi, if not now, then most certainly then, for such an eye-opening experience. And that is the whole concept of learning by application. Some of these exercises most of these exercises you'll never forget in your lifetime. And if you are placed in similar situations in your real life, then this kind of pedagogy gives you a very, very good example to relate to. It gives you that clarity of thought. It gives you a direction. Because these examples are what define these concepts. It's not at all about learning by the book. It's about applying those concepts in real life. Finally, I come back to the same question. How does principles of management fit in the MBA scheme of things? Well, we are there to manage organizations, be it our own creations or be it large multinational corporations. And principles of management and the concepts involved are at such a fundamental level that if you don't understand them very well, then you can't build on them in the future. And anything built on that is like a building built on quicksand, perhaps. The foundation itself is not strong. Then how can you expect the building to be strong? And that is where the principles of management course takes its significance. It's that foundation, that groundwork, which will truly help us in realizing our potential as managers. Thank you, Dr. Mandi. And thank you for, I truly appreciate, it's what I'm coming to, I truly appreciate the way the course has been delivered, the quality of methodology and the distinctiveness out of it. It's truly something to live up to, and it's an experience that I've cherished for my lifetime. Thank you.